Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Hey, yo, is it? Is it? I got some experience, some new experience. I guess I can say that. Yeah, I can say that. I got some new experience on life. I mean, like, okay, listen. About 10 minutes, maybe less than that. Yeah, less than 10 minutes ago, I was outside, um, and I was on my way here to the hotel, to my room. Turn on some tunes. It was like radio chatter tunes, just so I can have that ambience of that noise, so people can feel like, hey, you're not talking about nothing strange, you know? Because I like to talk about elevated things and concepts. I have very, 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 very high intelligence, the knowledge from the intelligence. But I'm gonna talk about the experience. Talk about the experience that happened today, right? See, I'm aware of a lot of things that people aren't aware of on many levels. Many, many more than four. Okay, let me get to the chase, to the catch. When I'm enjoying myself and I'm enjoying my gifts that I've done today, I enjoyed using my gifts today, and it made me so happy to use them in an enjoyable way, and I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy my gifts today. And remember, I was talking about enjoying my gifts and not using them in anger or despite of another, not being aware of, not knowing about these things or having your sixth sense open or whatever, you know, or activated. It's not like you despise humanity. For me, it's not like I despise humanity for not being aware and awakened enough where I'm at, because there's so much things that I can't begin to talk about with people. I'm not going to say a time. If there will be a time for it, then yes, I will talk about it. But it's so many. Actually, when I'm allowed to talk about it, can I say that? When I'm allowed to talk about these things, because some of these things I'm not allowed to talk about. But let me get back to the experience. I'm enjoying my gifts. I'm enjoying using my gifts, and hold on one second. I want to turn it to a movie. Turn TV to a movie. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm enjoying my gifts, and I'm outside demonstrating, but not even trying to show people. I'm just here to just enjoy it. Right? I was there to enjoy my gifts outside, and the winds was blowing, and I was doing it, and I was enjoying it, making little tornadoes and stuff like that. It was fun. It really was. And people around me, I can feel their energy, their dreaded energy, and it's like at my high state of enjoyment, the heart center, the higher center of the heart, and the vibration of joy, right? The vibration of joy. It sends out pulses and ripples throughout everybody, and it's almost like I'm the center of attention, but I'm not. I don't want to be, and I don't intend to be. I'm just doing it to make me feel the joy of what I can do, which is manipulating. Well, I'm not gonna say manipulating the wind, which is playing with the air, playing with my power, my gifts, using my gifts, and enjoying enjoying using them. Right? I'm still like thinking somewhere else, but at the same time, I'm here. I'm trying to describe this experience the best way I can, because there was so many things that happened. Like I went down to the street. I went down down the street to Walgreens after I finished enjoying my gifts, using my gifts, and walking around. I'm an empath. If you don't know already, I'm an empath. I feel everything. I can feel somebody's energy. I can feel their pain in their body. I can feel things people don't even know that they're putting out, and I can feel it, and I can talk and speak on it, and say what's wrong with that person. His elbow hurts. If I'm feeling a little pain in my elbow, then I know someone's elbow hurts, and I can just say, hey, your elbow hurts. Like at work yesterday or something like that. After I was leaving, after a friend was leaving from work, I was working at McDonald's, and I felt, while I was working at McDonald's, I felt her, the person's, her, I felt her, damn, I felt where her mind was at. I knew she had a headache, right? I didn't speak on it at that moment when I found out she had a headache, because I was like, oh shoot, she got a headache. Later on that day, she's about to get off from work. She said, all right, I'm leaving. Bye. I said, bye. Being sarcastic and pretending like I'm gonna miss her. Not intentionally. I'm not gonna miss her. She's always gonna be here. Coworker. Anyway, I told her, you have a headache, and she said, how'd you know? And I said, because I'm psychic. She said, oh, bye. Yeah. I don't brag about these things, boast, because sometimes it's a burden. Because if you feel somebody's really, really low vibration or frequency, it's gonna hurt you more than it hurts them, because you don't need their energy. You're just picking up on it. See what I'm saying? When you're an empath, you just feel shit. People don't even realize that that themselves that much that they're feeling. They're just totally in the future with their mind, or they're thinking about the future, or having anxiety or something. And I can feel where people's minds is at too. I don't like to be around a lot of people. I really don't. Even today, I didn't feel like being around a lot of people while I was enjoying myself and using my gifts. Because it was like, what the fuck are you guys here watching me and not even enjoying? Like, you ain't even enjoying life itself. Yet I'm enjoying the powers, the gifts that were granted to me, that I'm allowed to use, and enjoying them. But you can't even enjoy like a cigarette. You can't enjoy eating some food. You can't enjoy that. You can't enjoy any little thing that's simple. And I saw that around a lot of people, and almost mostly everybody I walked past. I felt some people that had the heart center open, and their heart chakra was open, and they was enjoying, like, drinking some juice, and or this guy was across from me when I'm about to cross the sidewalk, cross the crosswalk, and he's enjoying his food. I'm like, oh yeah, just a little bit he was enjoying it. But then it's distractions coming from the material world and everybody else. When you pay attention to somebody else instead of yourself, and enjoying and holding that enjoyment feeling within, and then you go deeper in the satisfaction and the pleasure of the enjoyment within, when you're enjoying it, when you're totally present in the moment of enjoying something. And that's where I was every time that when I started to intend to enjoy, when I started to intend to enjoy, my using my gifts. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of not making sense. I'm not adding things up the way it's supposed to with communication. There's something wrong with communication today. But also, after I was finished using my gifts, and I was like, man, I don't need to be around people like this. I'm just gonna walk away. And that's when I went to Walgreens, and I got some food and a journal. Oh yeah, brand new journal. This is proof. Boom. So I can write things in it. Because my old journal has things. It's a sketchbook, and it has like blueprints and codes and information, new age information. If you don't want to go there, we ain't going there. I'm watching Jumanji. I saw that yesterday, but it's a pretty good movie. Anyway, what I was saying was that after I finished walking from Walgreens and I got the food and I got the journal, I walked back to the crib, right? And I was saying before I went all the way over there and then I was enjoying my using my gifts. I was like, so God helped them. My God, so helped them, right? And then I came back because something told me. Well, I already know. My soul told me, hey, time to go inside because it's about to kick up in here. I mean, out here, so we're gonna have to go back inside. And I'm on my way. As soon as I knew that, I'm on my way back inside. And then when I get inside and I'm in the crib, my room, thunder just start boom. It's crazy. It was funny though. And it's gonna rain and thunderstorm because of the fact that I said, "So help them God." Right before I went inside the house in the crib, and not to be boastful about me. It's not in that way that I want to intend to do that. It's because I'm in tune with nature and I respect the laws of nature. And I'm aware of everyone's energy and as the all-seeing eye, the eye, as God sees everything. And he sees everything that happens with me and you and everybody else. All right? And with me being a child that is the chosen one, I can't even say that. I mean, I can, but I'm more evolved. I know I'm more in tune. I'm more ascended, more spiritually developed. My soul is more developed and advanced. Like I say, I'm ahead of this time. Like if I'm in 2020 now, you're in 2020 now, I'm somewhere 20, 30, 40 years ahead of time, spiritually. With my soul development, my soul growth. And I don't want to talk about that. Other thing that I wanted to talk about. I'm not going to go there. That's why it's quiet, because I made a promise. I'm not going to speak on it. I made a promise. I'm keeping that promise. Anyway, I got to talk about something else. I was saying, expressing yourself and not acting ignorantly towards other people. I see a lot of that, and it's too much of that at work. I get tired of it because I'm like, yo, are y'all serious? As spiritually advanced that I am, and I see this shit, there's so much ignorance at work, at the workplace, it don't even make sense. And it gets frustrating at the workplace and the environment because you got too many people talking shit, and there's supposed to be work to be done. There's too much talking and not enough doing, and then other times there's too much doing and not enough talking, which is communication. Talking, communication. It still makes sense. It just switch up all the time with them people. I'm not the one to complain about my work environment. Either you love your job or you hate your job. But I love myself working and using my potential in any way I can. That's loving myself in the job. Doesn't matter. Fuck the job. The job is here to make you money. I mean, I appreciate the job. Yes, of course, because that's an accomplishment in the material world. Yet, spiritually, my goals, my accomplishments are already met. And yeah, that's it with that one. And it's funny because I like talking. I like talking about like a lot of stuff. I want to talk about a lot of stuff, but I'd rather show you better than I can tell you. And I'd rather show you than tell you, because some people are really skeptical. It's not to prove that, oh, this is real. Screw you, skeptics. I was right all along. It's not to do that. It's not my intention. Like, everybody ain't ready to see everything. Like say, for example, the Matrix. Morpheus is holding a battery, and he said that's what man wants to make himself, as a battery. When we're like a whole, we're connected to a whole bigger. We can tap into bigger sources of energy. You know what I'm saying? While we're that battery though, but we're bigger than that battery. See what I'm saying? We're not just a battery. Like the capacity for man to channel and embody that energy that's abundant and flow, freely utilize it and flow with it on a respectful manner, respecting the laws of nature and the universe, And knowing the science of God and the knowledge of God and absolute is the ascended man, right? As far as the spiritual terms go, spiritual matters go, your spiritual growth. I do have other things I want to talk about, but they're not on my mind right now. I did want to make a video on the insights of heaven. I was thinking about stuff like that, but even if I try to explain it, it's beyond comprehension and your imagination. Like if you had like a widescreen camera, right, or a screen like a TV, and you just stretched it with your mind, and you made it bigger and bigger and bigger until it was able to capture a picture beyond like a 60 level dimension type shit, you know, and then hold that image. You'd only get like a split second or a glimpse of that. While that's like, I don't know how to explain that actually. I did see I did see little visions of heaven. I've seen visions of heaven, and being there is when you're there, when you're allowed to go to heaven. People don't understand this, and that's why they reincarnate and come back to learn again and again and again and again. The gateways of heaven is always open, but only readily available for those who have ascended beyond the material realm and has been able to perfect their soul. Who has perfected their soul. You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying, right? You hear what I'm saying? And what does it mean to have a spiritual, what does it mean to have a perfected soul? And I'm just going to use this quote. I'm going to make this up too at the same time. In the eyes of God, you must be perfect. Which you already are. That's what they taught you in the Bible. But there's a thing called like having a toxic soul or spirit, whatever. And your soul needs to be purified. And when you're in the material world, this material realm, your soul becomes toxified. So when you transform and you use transformational alchemy and detach from the material world and material things to ascend to a higher level of existence or spiritual attainment, and you keep going up, 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 and you keep going up, up, up from there, you know, quote unquote, up, up, and away, and then you purify your soul even more and even more. And I wasn't lying when I said I met God. I wasn't lying about that, but you couldn't understand that. Nobody could. That was only for me to see. And to talk about these things is like, oh, what the hell are you talking about? I've never seen nothing like that. What does God look like? They're going to hit me with all kind of questions. And if they do, if someone does, but it's not the point. The question, the answer is, from me to you, is that you will see. That's it. Or a 6-letter word, 6 words to tell you, you will see for yourself. You will see. And will I say you will see in time? I don't know. Where I've been, time isn't relevant. There's eternal time. Just ongoing. There's really no time there, really, in a sense. The time doesn't exist there. It's the eternal present moment. You can do anything. Anything you want. Anything is possible. Infinite potential. All of that. I don't want to talk too much about this. I kind of do, but I don't. Because, also, like, let me read this, see if I got more time on this video. When you're in the higher levels of awareness and chakras, that deals with your levels of awareness, deals with your awareness. Your awareness connects you to more ways of understanding and perceiving the natural laws or the nature of things in its original or prime state, or prime form. The nature of all things can be perceived and understood and seen within the higher chakras of awareness. trying to find the pages. I wrote this today. God, it's just I drew a lot of stuff. Look, this is a lot of stuff. Don't worry about the top part. The top part is scribbled. And in the back, the back has it. I just write things like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it to you, just a little bit of it, because I don't know when this video will cut off. But based off of the chakra system, the 7 chakra system, there's ways to activate your DNA through the light codes received from the sun and foods and that nature to ascend you to a higher divine state, which you already are. It's just, you ever seen that picture on Google where it shows the soul being like tucked in, like there's red, it shows you the colors, and at the 7th chakra, when it's purple, you see the soul standing upright and standing strong, and it's luminous and it's bright white with a hint of purple, and it means the soul is fully awakened. That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And that there is when you're your higher self and you're connected to your divinity. So when I walk around in the streets in public, they don't understand me. I don't think they ever will until they ascend. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually elevate. Yeah, chakra system from 1 to 9, and I put in the carbon. It says carbon equals 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18, and then add 1 and 8 together, and it makes 9. And the 9th chakra is, well, to get to the 9th chakra, you got to get to the 7th chakra, because that connects to that's the doorway to the higher chakras. See what I'm saying? You ain't get through the heart chakra yet, and you ain't understand the heart chakra. You ain't where I'm at. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you ain't where I'm at. If you don't know anything about the chakras, you ain't where I'm at. And when I walk around, I already know where people at, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It makes me feel like I'm a superhuman, like a metahuman from X-Men, like Jean Grey or something, without the destructive powers. Because there are forces of destruction and creation. But people have to understand who they really are and know themselves, know thyself. Who I am. You won't ever see my true form until that time comes to embody it and act upon the energies and powers that I have to do what I need to do in that form, in that true form. My true form is a Nephilim. But people have to understand Nephilims aren't evil. Because in a sense, okay, Nephilim for me, right, you can look this up. Wherever you get the right information from is right. Right? I'm gonna tell you what it is. A Nephilim is a crossbreed of a demon and angel. And at times my demonic self, basically my demons, whatever you want to call it, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But my demonic self likes to dwell within the material realm and just smoking cigarettes and laughing it up and partying or something, or bullshitting, or just not doing the spiritual work. Basically, you could call it my demon, my lower self, which I'm my higher self right now, and I've always been since I've been in my seventh level of awareness, since I've activated my full chakra system. Okay, now my angelic self has a halo. All right, my angelic self is the Nephilim. It's like Libra, right? I'm a Libra in this life form, which is not a coincidence. It's unique, and there's you got the other scale over here and the other scale here, and when they're balanced, they're in harmony. When one is off, the other one is disbalanced. It's not balanced. So having them equalized, like not equalized, but having them equal, balanced and stable, I can tap into more of my divinity or take instructions from my highest self. I'm talking too much. Now I gotta cut the video off. But you would like to see my true form, wouldn't you? I've seen my true form. I can describe it actually. Okay. It's like an angel that's like two stories tall, right? That is luminous and has wings. And the light color, the spectrum of light that I have is I can change colors from yellow to blue, and I have wings and I can fly and stuff, and I'm radiant. You could say I look like Lucifer, huh? Well, huh? But you ain't never seen Lucifer before. Nobody. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody. But how they describe things like angels and demons in religious texts, they don't do it properly. They don't do it well. It's like personifying God. You don't know what God looks like until you see him. It's not a man. Come on, you freaking. I call you guys people like that freaking frack. Frick is trying to say, hey man, logically this makes sense, but frack is saying no, reasonably, rationally, it doesn't make sense. And you guys are bickering and arguing. Freaking frack. That's all I say with that. But having the knowledge of God is knowing, that what I know too. And to know that, you must be in your higher chakras and observe and learn and study and analyze. I mean, all of that stuff it's like a trial and tribulation. I can't explain this stuff with people, with anybody. It's like a self journey they have to go on and journey for themselves, to see for themselves. Because every soul has similar, or probably different agendas and missions, purposes. My purpose, my destiny is to see. I mean, my destiny. Once my destiny is complete, but like I'm saying, my destiny, my purpose here, first and foremost, is to awaken and ascend, elevate the consciousness of mankind. The earth already transcended. We're on the shell of earth at the same time as we're in the fifth dimensional earth, but it's readily available and acceptable for those who are ready to transcend, ascend, into that new experience for their soul. To awaken humanity, that's my destiny, and once it's done, then I've completed my destiny. But at this point where we at now, I'm long shot. Not a long shot. It's far away from that point of from what I've seen in my vision, my eye. Humanity is very far away from that golden state, that golden age, where the whole world is elevated and ascended into divine humans. Basically turning 6 into the 7, and the 7 into the 8. The 6, I'm talking about carbon. All right, the transformation of man, the cocoon to the butterfly, things of that nature. Transformation, boom, got it. All right, that's what I'm talking about with humanity. We're not even. We scratching the surface. See what I'm saying? Like, talk about adulthood or old age compared to the evolution of ascended beings and advanced civilizations on other planets. We're in our kind of getting to our teenage, not even teenage. we're still at like a little immature state. We're speaking on humanity. We're still immature in the spiritual evolution. So there's no rush. At the same time, hey, you got all this time, or you got all this potential. Yeah, it's almost like you're delaying yourself, just wasting your time because you already know inside your soul knows you have infinite potential. But once you wake up, you be like, damn, I should have done this 10 years ago. Anyway, I'm out. All right. Signing off. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for listening. All right. I can take a picture of the sketchbook if you guys want and put it on Facebook when I get a chance. As far as life goes, it's all good. It's great. Life is great. Some people, they like to talk out the side of their neck. I don't see the satisfaction in that. There's no authenticity in that. I'm just speaking from experience and from the knowledge I know and that I've acquired up to now, where I'm 24 years old, Earth years old. All right. I want to talk about other things like the next videos about sound frequencies and vibration, how to utilize that to move physical matter. Like it's like applying sound to utilize to play, not even manipulate, to play with physical, tangible things. Because sound it's a higher form of matter. You can't see sound, but you can with machines and technology. But to implement them to do things that you will it to do, like mind over matter type things, I could probably talk about that in the next video. See what I'm saying? When I get a chance. Anyway, thank y'all for watching once again. Peace. All right. Hair's growing long. Anyway, I'm out. 1.